And I think we're live. This is like a part two to the first video. I'm going to try to make it short. I just wanted to go over in a little bit more detail of the spiritual aspect of things. Um, the last video being the difference between codependent love and real love. Uh, a lot of that has to do with control. And through our lives, God has karmic situations or karmic relationships teach us the different aspects. Like if I was born a feminine, but if you're born a masculine learns through different relationships the masculine energy aspects of the relationship, which is like a leadership type control. Okay? The feminine, through their relationships, a lot of the times are taught to submit to the control. Okay? To nurture the partner, to whatever. And if it's toxic, it's toxic. You're just nurturing a toxic person, which in my case happened a lot. I had a lot of toxic relationships, but these aspects that we're taught through relationships, karmic relationships, as lessons through our lifetime, build us into the person we are. Okay? Masculine energy, feminine energy. God is currently trying to balance us in both so that we're balanced within our using our feminine energy for the heart end of things, for intuition, for premonitions and stuff like that, to be able to discern if somebody's lying to us or if somebody's corrupt or not good for us, etc. Um, the masculine energy aspect is the logic and leadership, control, take charge, you know, be able to make decisions, quick decisions, etc. And just like our soulmate and twin flame type situations where, like, me and my twin flame have mirrored through the connection everything back to each other. So, in the 46 years I've been connected to my twin flame, she has reflected, as I was born a feminine, the things that I needed from the connection. I needed to have more of her masculine energy type leadership, control, take charge, stand up for yourself. And through the connection, she helped build me into the person I am today. Okay, the masculine side of me and the masculine energy I project, I'm balanced. I could use either or. I could use the feminine nurturing side of me, and then there's the masculine take charge. Uh, I became a Sigma, very successful when it came to taking charge of things or still being loving and nurturing toward my children. I had to be kind of mother, father to my children, and also their protector, but also providing. Working the job, providing, being their protector, but yet still be the mother role and be nurturing and caring. So, but like I was saying, the twin flame, you mirror things back through the connection. Okay, and out of my connection, that helped build me into who I am. Now, our relationship with God is the same way. Okay, God is reflecting as the masculine. If you're a masculine, he's reflecting his lessons through him. Okay, if you're feminine, he's also projecting like feminine energies in the spirit realm, archangels, everything else. They're all being in support units to help you learn, as well as your karmic relationships through your lifetime, which are going to kind of test you to see if you're going to do the right things. Okay? But a lot of the problem is, and this is in the description of the video, when I say there's never such thing as a bad student, only a bad teacher. Now, when I say that, I'm not saying that God is specifically a bad teacher. Okay? Because there's really no way to teach masculines how to gain the leadership ability without the control and stuff like that. I mean, it's part of it. Okay? Like the ego. Okay? Part of his lessons that he projects down to masculines is ego, control. Okay? These are some of the projections of energies that God is going to project to force us to bring those aspects out of ourselves. Okay? Kind of light a fire under our ass to, hey, stand up for yourself, stupid, or, take charge, or, And these things that he's projecting, when he's projecting these energies onto us to help teach us, okay, is the problem. In other words, it's not necessarily he's a bad teacher, okay, but it's the only way to get those abilities out of us. The problem is just like God and us, we both get corrupted by the same things. Mankind gets corrupted by power, greed, fame. God, spirit realm, okay? We're created in his image, okay? So what we get corrupted by, he gets corrupted by. Okay? So when I say bad teacher, the way it's taught is corrupt. Okay? The projection of energy that comes onto us to bring those things out, it's corrupt. And on top of it being corrupt, we then make it worse because we get corrupt in greed. And what I mean by that is, okay, now we're going to take the ego and all the stuff that's being projected onto us to draw us out for that leadership role as a masculine, okay, and the control and the ego. And we're going to amplify it because that's what we do. Okay, as a species, we have a habit of excessive, which we call addictions. Okay? So if he's projecting energies on us to bring us out ego, let's say, we're going to double that ego. Okay? We're going to want excessive. We don't know how, we don't have an off switch. So as he's drawing these energies out, we don't have an off switch. We're just like, boom. We get hit like a ton of bricks and we're just going to ego the shit out of it. Okay? think of it like you tell your kid to take one cookie out of the cookie jar, but then you turn your back while he's going to get the cookie. Is he going to take one cookie, or is he going to take a handful and run to his room with it or outside to play? Human nature. We eat too much, we drink too much alcohol, we end up taking drugs, ego, we have addictions. Wow, I can't even speak. Sex addictions, all kinds of different addictions, and we use things in excess too much. Even me, drinking coffee, I drink coffee in excess. I drink it all day long. Okay, I'll drink other things. I'll drink iced tea or um, chocolate milk, different things. But for the most part, I'll just have coffee, you know? But it's the same thing. It's excessive. Eating too much in excess. Okay, do you need a whole pile full of stuff on your plate, or do you need a balanced meal? You know? Um, it's the same thing when he's projecting on us. We don't have an off switch, and we end up being corrupt in greed and being excessive in those energies. So as it's being taught, we become like super shitty because we're accessing everything, accessing the ego part, accessing the control. Okay, this is the problem. Now, my last video goes over a lot of the control and stuff like that in a masculine energy and how that affects their security. Okay, now feminine energies generally, I'm not saying all, okay, we get the same problems, we get insecurities and stuff too. But generally, a feminine energy will draw more toward the heart, so they would be more likely to love themselves. Someone in their ego and controlling in their masculine energy, they're not going to be using much of their heart, so they're going to be insecure about themselves. Am I too fat? Am I too skinny? Do I look okay? Or does this dress make me look bad? Or does this suit make me look bad? Because remember, masculine energies can be female or male, and feminine energies can be male or female. There's no gender in this, as I said in the last video, which I also left a link for the part 1 first video in the description. But this is my point, is we take things to an excess, but we really got to find a better way to learn these things. You know what I mean? Because ego and control is not good. I mean, it's corruption in the God realm, but it's even more corrupted when it gets to us, and we corrupt it even more. So it's like there's got to be a fucking better way. Anyway, it's just food for thought. I wanted to put that out there. I'm gonna end up doing a couple more videos tonight. This one's on the OBS editor recorder thing that I have. I'm probably just gonna do live stream a couple quick ones, different subjects. But I just wanted to put that in food for thought for the first video, that you should think of the spiritual aspects, the mirroring aspects, and God projecting the energies onto us. Okay? How that has effects on us learning. Okay? And we need to change the way we learn these things so that we don't over access it. Okay? So we're not so, if we're a masculine energy, we're not so domineering in our freaking relationships, as I said in the first video, and controlling everything and keeping our partner suppressed. In the feminine energy role, there's a whole different ballgame of problems. We are too giving and end up being doormats to people, okay, to get stepped all over, okay. Same thing. This is why God is trying to balance us out so that A, we stand up for ourselves with the masculine energy, okay, but still be caring and kind and have a heart with the feminine energy. Okay, so He would prefer you be balanced in both. I agree. You shouldn't be too much of one or the other. You shouldn't be all ego and control and being your masculine, and you shouldn't be getting stepped on like a doormat in your feminine energy. Okay? There needs to be a middle ground. So, it's not all God being a bad teacher. It's just He gets corrupt in things, and the way He has to teach us with projecting energies is the way it is. I mean, it just sucks because it comes out corrupt, and then we end up corrupting it even more. So it doesn't help. We get a lot of toxic masculine, and we get a lot of toxic feminine energies. So, just food for thought. Anyway, hope you enjoy the videos. If you do, like, share, spread the word. Especially on the first video, it's good for the world to elevate each other in a relationship, and that's only going to bring a better world to us. Okay, if we help our partners, our relationship partners and stuff, elevate inequality and balance, we're bettering the world. So, food for thought, share with your friends, teach them, you know. Till next time, YouTube, take care.